Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today, it is Diablo's turn for his showcase. The new single-target alt Wind Diablo with a very interesting costume, I guess is how we'll put that. But quick overview of what Diablo does. Of course, he is single target, like I mentioned. He is a magic damage dealer, attack growth, which thank God, because otherwise he wouldn't work on the team in a way that you would want him to. His skill sets increases his own attack by 20% and increases all gauges increase of own souls by 10%. So whatever orb that Diablo has, it will give a 10% buff to your skill points, to your protection gauge, and your ult gauge. But only for him. You can't pop that and not have any orbs for Diablo, because it's not going to work. So it needs to be his orbs. His second skill increases his own crit rate by 100%, so he has guaranteed crit, and he lowers an enemy's defense by 15% for one turn. Now, what I forgot to mention was that his first skill is active for 3 turns, which is quite a while. I believe it is the longest time span that we have an attack buff for. We've had 2 turns, we've had 1 turn, we have a lot of 1 turns. This is our first 3-turn attack boost, and that makes this team work a little better, even at level 80. So he does use a sword. I did go ahead and make him an awakened 4-star sword so he could have, even more attack stat. And I may have made a slight error today, like I did with Gopta, and we fully EX'd him again. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh well, I mean, it'll work out. He gets extra crit damage from his yellows, and then he is obviously a self-booster based on these numbers, so his attack stat will be fairly high now. Will it be as high as like my 6-star Hawker or Windmillum? I don't know. We're going to find out when we build the team, but let's take him into the first Big Daddy damage test. Alright, let's see how much damage his unboosted alt does. Remember, he is a single target, and I did make him a 4-star awakened sword, and he's EX ability released, and he has 1 other wind unit here, so we're getting, protection trait, plus attack trait, plus a little bit of extra boost from Windmillum being here. Let's see how much it does. So we're starting at 14,800. Well, that's actually not that bad. 14,008. Alright, we'll come back when he's fully boosted. Alright, we are back. We are fully boosted, so we've got the 120% alt boost from Veldora and Millum. We've used Diablo's second skill, which gives him guaranteed crits, which he already has because the hero is here, but it does reduce the defense down by 15%. And then we have the whole gamut of stuff. So we got the trait, we've got Pierce Power, we got crit, we've got attack boost, and then another crit. So, what was it? 14,000, I think? Somewhere around there. How much do we get to do here? 80? 85, maybe? I'm gonna bet on like 85,000. Put your guesses down below. I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right, time's up. 94. Oh, wow. All right, I was wrong. How many of you were wrong too? Let's move on. All right, this is the first team we're going to use him on, going into Crucible 72. So we've got the new Gabiru, we've got the new Geld. Now his gear is nowhere near done, but at least I've got his skills up to level 7, so at least they don't cost, they cost as little as possible, right? We got Windmillum for the alt boost. We've got Rommers here because she's got a wind attack boost up, of which I'm going to enhance all the way because I forgot about that yesterday. So there, 15%. Cool. Now we take care of that during the recording. That's fine. Whatever. All right. So that's that. And then Diablo's here so he can be the primary DPS. And then we've got the hero because the hero. But really, this team doesn't allow for too much big time boosting. Thankfully, Diablo's attack boost lasts for 3 turns. So we could pop that early. We could pop maybe the wind boost early, and then we can get a full points and then a Gabiru, and then we'll have enough to use both of the bigger boosts here. So let's see how well this team runs. He does not have the highest attack stat in the team, so we will have to make sure that he is on rotation and both Milim and Hero are not when we want to pop Gabiru to take advantage of that extra damage boost. So let's move out. Let's see how this goes. And apparently I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Alright, we're going to get a little bit of recording done today. Okay. So, Romarus, Geld, Milim. What does our hand look like? Okay, a bunch of green. So let's go ahead and bring in Diablo for Milim. And we'll get some of this green out of the way. So how much damage we do? So 37, 34, 47. Okay, so yeah, definitely a decent number right there. And the oranges are nerfed. Unfortunate. We will be able to work around it. Geld is a double orb changer from orange to blue, and then Gabiru does change from green to blue. So, as long as we can get what I want here, which we will be able to do. Alright, sweet. So now we can kind of get a feel for what Geld can do alongside, you know, this whole new meta, right? So we're going to orb change with Geld into blues. Cool. We will use Gabiru, who is going to boost up Diablo because he has the highest attack stat of these 3 units. He's going to boost the magic attack, specifically. Now we have a handful of blues. Now we can use Geld's other skill of giving all of our blues to the unit with the highest attack stat, which again is Diablo on this lineup. So, boom, we have a handful of Diablo. They're boosted up. We can use Diablo's first skill, which is 20% attack, and then increases all 3 gauges on all orbs. So that's pretty good right there. We will hold on to that second skill though. So we'll do that. We will increase everything on this blue orb, so gauge increase by 10, damage by 7, gauge increase by 7. We're overriding a little bit, but we can at least make use of it. We have another full Gabiru meter. We've got we've got an ult and a half, 53 extra points coming. Alright, and he does 7,000 damage a hit, 9,000 when he crits. What does the 200% give us? 14,700, and this is with Soe having, you know, extra defense right here. Alright, so there's a counter. Awesome. Let us now use the wind boost. And then we're going to send Diablo to the back, since he already has his attack boost. And he doesn't have the extra magic attack, though. So do we use that now? We don't have that many oranges. I want to hide him first. Let's do that. So let's send him away. Let's burn some of these oranges out. Hopefully he doesn't die. Ooh, perfect. Okay. So how much points do we have? 77 points. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and boost him up. Oh, that's not good. Alright. So we are at 92 now. Go ahead and send him back for the hero. Alright, and this will give us, hopefully, we don't kill here. We might, though. Okay, good. We can hold on to it. So now we have max points, we have a full protection meter, and that's a handful of blues right there. Awesome. So now, let's bring Milim in for Romarus. She has no cards, so that's okay. Alright, we'll use her ult boost. And now we'll bring in Diablo for Geld, since he has 1 card. Alright. And then we will go ahead and use Gabiru again. Get 15 points, which will give us enough to use the crit. So we don't have enough to use Diablo's own crit, which also reduces the defense, but You know, we got to play it by ear here. So now we've got 70% alt boost, and Diablo himself has his attack 20%, his wind attack by 15, his magic attack by 25, guaranteed crit. So let's see how much damage this does. And we might as well just send this for funsies. So, real scenario. Oh. $100K. That, wow. I actually did not expect that. We could have done more had we had his defense down. Ooh. Okay, then. Color me intrigued. Let's move on. Let's try that again, maybe on a different team. Maybe a team with a little bit more skill points, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's try the traditional wind team now. We're mostly traditional. So we've got Cabby, we've got Valentine, you know, the two mainstays. We've got Windmillum, we've got Ramers again, we've got Hakuro now for a secondary nuker, and the 50% defense down, or is it 30% defense down? One of the two. I think it's 50% and a 30% chance to crit. I think that's the way it is. And then we've got Diablo, who doesn't have a space unit, or a wind unit attached to him at the bottom, but we have the hero who's pretty good. So let's see what score we can get when we have a crap ton of points. Alright, starting hand is okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Let's start working on getting Diablo's ult. So let's burn a few of those out. Alright, 2300 now against Cabby. That's a fray hand right there. Alright. I see you. I see you. Let's go ahead and put you in as well for Ramers, because it really doesn't matter about her until we get to the very end. So physical, 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 magic, and he guarded it. Alright. I'm looking for that whole hand of green, that way we can just boost everything up real fast. Kinda like what I might see here, huh? Give me a whole hand of green, or give me the Valentine hand. If you gave me the Valentine hand, you know what? I will take that. I cannot be upset. So we're gonna boost. Remember, this is a waiting game. We gotta wait till his defense and his guard goes down. So there's nothing wrong with taking our time, doing what we have to do. So pop, 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 and pop. So now Diablo has it all. We can go ahead and pop his attack boost and then kind of send him to the back if we wanted to. But I think we don't really need to do that because we're going to have points galore on this team. Cabby is still freaking out, apparently. He really wants to sit above you when he's attacking you. So, another Cabby meter. Let's go ahead and burn these oranges. Maybe make room for another Valentine hand. Oh, we've got just triple ults. Okay. We're gonna hide Diablo so he doesn't die. So, Romerus. Alright, there's a green. Milliman for Hakuro. There's an orange. There is another Valentine hand. Perfect. Pop, 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 pop. We've got points for days. His guard and defense is leaving next turn, and I believe we can use just about everything now. Let me do a quick count. Okay. Chill out, chill out. Alright, so 55 and 55, so it's 110, 125, 150, 165. Okay, yeah. No, I think we can use just about everything now. So let's use the ult boost. Alright, hopefully she has a card. She does have a card. Awesome. Alright, we'll bring in Diablo for Millum. Alright. And then I guess we're going to give the wind boost to Valentine and Diablo. Nothing we can really do about that. We'll pop both of his buffs. Alright, and then we'll bring in Hakuro for Romerus. Alright, and then we'll pop his skill. 29% defense down. Oh, it's not that high. It's all 30 and 30. Okay, so 29 and 30. So it is more defense down than what Diablo does. So we can see that his is blanked out for Hakuro's, which is fine. We'll pop Cabby again for funsies because we got it. And now we'll go ahead and send. I don't foresee Valentine and Hakuro killing, but I'm going to send Diablo first, just in case. Because I know Valentine won't kill. So 25-8 for Val. Diablo does 49. Definitely not as high. And 27, 49. I wonder, let's try that old team again and see what numbers Diablo hits then. Feel like we were gypped out of something. Or maybe just Extreme, it's just because Extreme Cabby has so much more defense that we're just not going to hit 100k here. Let's try the old team again. Alright, we got a pretty good starting hand here. We can actually get what was I going for? We can get Gabiru online turn 2 because we have 4 blues right here. So let's bring in Diablo for Romerus. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and burn these. So now we've got our orange orb changer. Hopefully we don't get more than, one more. And then we can have Gabiru. And I think that will work out just fine. Okay. We only have one orb for Diablo, but that's okay because we have the power of Geld, right? So let's go ahead and change those. Alright. We'll go ahead and actually we'll bring in Romerus for Milim. So Diablo definitely has the highest attack stat. We'll go ahead and change this, that way he gets the magic attack boost. And now we'll use Geld to transfer all of these orbs to Diablo. And this is good because we have everything active. Might as well pop Diablo's first skill, so 20% attack and gauge increase by 10, while we don't have any extra defense on Cabby, and maximize this power. And now, we're doing 6,000 a hit. That's pretty good. I'll take that. And the final hit does 12.7, and yeah, Cabby is quite low already, all things considered, and we're on turn 3. So, I wonder... I mean, he does have a lot of defense here. I don't think we can penetrate that quite as easily as we did beforehand, so I think we do have to wait a bit. But we can certainly try. I am not opposed to attempting with just a few buffs, so we're going to use the Wind Boost and Diablo's crit and then defense down. And we'll see how this goes. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it'll be interesting, right? Fortunately, we cannot change these other oranges yet, so we do have to send it. Yeah, we'll just do this, and we'll see how much damage we do here. He has guard and he has defense, so okay, we didn't hit the guard there, so that's cool. 24.9. And there's a heal. That was actually pretty good damage right there. We almost killed in 3 turns. How would we have been able to kill, like, guarantee kill him? Maybe if we were critting those hits as well. Or maybe if we had rewinded, but, definitely interesting right there. So let's continue on. Let's get another handful of blues, or not. Okay, well, there's a big ol' heal, so he's negating pretty much all of our work that we spent doing to begin with. Let's bring out Diablo. We'll burn the green. Alright. Now we got like a 5-card send of what's going to be Diablo. Good, because Romerus is almost dead anyways. So, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, if I do Gabiru now, it'll go on to Windmill him. But it'll give us 15 points, so I'm going to do it anyways. So I don't really mind her getting it. She doesn't have any orbs anyways, so it does seem a little bit of a waste, but I do want extra points more than anything else. So here, defense is leaving now, guard is leaving, we've got an ult again, there's another heal, 3,000 damage, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and use Diablo's boost again, and then we're going to put him in the back. Yes. So let's do that, let's do that. Let's burn some oranges out of the way. That way we can activate Gabiru again. Almost. You almost had it. Alright, let's do this. That'll definitely get us points. I want 100 points now. Like, I want to get there. Because I think he heals on turn 9. And we're not going to get it. But, oh well. Of course, right? Just had to be like that. Let's do that. Alright, there's a heal. Just one heal, though. Alright, Geld's almost dead. Alright. So let's ult boost. Alright, and then... Oh, we don't have enough for the wind boost as well. Damn. Oh well, we shall make do anyways. So there's... Oh, we're not going to have enough for the crit boost either, are we? Oh yeah, we will. Okay, because we have a double. So let's use that. Let's use that. Now we can do the crit. Okay. Now, pop, 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 pop. We'll see if we can kill here. 26, 38. Diablo does 20,000. Okay, well, yeah, he's definitely dead. 70k. Okay, I think we're not going to hit 100k. I mean, we might have hit like 90k with that extra 15% wind attack boost had we saved it, but we didn't have enough points for it anyways. So, yeah, I mean, this Diablo can work pretty good as long as you can get that magic attack boost on him from Gabiru. That seems to make a hell of a lot of difference right there for DPS. Let's try Diablo out on not the Wind team, or at least not a Gabiru-led team. Alright, the last team we're going to use Diablo on for now, again, for his first showcase, I might do a second one, is this team, the Dark-ish team, or more likely, the Diablo team. So, we are going to go into EX Hinata Conquest, and we're going to take Hakuro with the sub-leader of Veldora, since he leads both Wind and Dark, which most our triple nukers are Wind and Dark. Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and Wind Diablo. Diablo 3, triple Diablo, handfuls of Diablo everywhere. Just a whole bunch of junk of Diablo. Actually, that did not mean to say that. That came out wrong. Milim and the hero. And we'll see how much good Diablo can be by himself, not surrounded by, you know, Geld and Gabiru, and on an off-meta team. So let's take a look and see how this goes. Obviously, the two Diablos are going to do the most damage because they have type advantage over Hinata. But I want to see how well Wind Diablo does as the third trifecta of the Ds. Alright. I actually don't know how well this is going to go. Like, this is my first time. I just kind of thought of this while I was sitting in the meeting that I had today, and I was like, maybe this will work. Okay, we can get Hakuro online turn 2 by doing that. Let's go ahead and bring Diablo in for Milim, and then we'll go ahead and send these 4. And then hopefully we get kind of like a 2-2 spread or something. Alright, so we have Diablo with Katana, we have Diablo with Claws, and we have a Diablo with a lightsaber. It's an interesting time to be Diablo right now. So let's go ahead and use Hakuro. Sadly, we only have one Wind Diablo card, so we'll just have to deal with that as we go. Hopefully we can get some more down the line. We're doing a crap ton of damage to Hinata just because, you know, the Diablos are strong. They are strong. We have 2 Nerf Diablo Wind cards. Cool. Let's get you guys out of here. Taking up space. And we got no extra cards. We got a whole bunch of hero cards, though. That's something. Alright. And a counter. Alright. Super Guard. Give me whole hand Diablo. Actually, that's not bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and use Diablo's attack boost here, because it lasts for 3 turns, so it's going to be active for a while. So pop, 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 and pop. That definitely gets us max points. It almost gets us the protection gauge, which is really what we're looking for right here. Before her defense leaves, I want to have that built up to at least 1 level, which, okay, we definitely will have 1 level of that. So pop, 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 pop. Alright, another counter. So now we can reliably use most of the buffs here. Okay, so we can use both the hero, we can use Millum. His attack boost is about to leave, so I'm going to swap him out for Diablo 1. That way we don't lose his attack boost, so we don't have to use it again. I kind of wish we got that 3rd blue right there. Let's work for it. Let's try and use everything that we can here. I want double Hakuro meter. Alright, there's a heal. That actually is good, because that means we can keep things in the game. So, pop, pop, pop. There's full. And we're ready to go. So we've got 1 Diablo, we've got 1 hero, 1 Millum card. So we are rocking and rolling. Her guard and defense is gone. Her resistance has gone up, but that's okay. Diablo almost died. That's not good. Alright, so, Wind Millum buff. 70% ult boost. Alright, let's bring in Diablo for Millum. And now let's go ahead and pop Hakuro. And since this is the Wind Diablo showcase, I will keep him up here as we use the crit buff. Actually, do we really need to do that? Oh, no, we didn't really need to do that, because he could guarantee his own crits, and then the resistance would still affect Hinata. Oh, we misplayed here, didn't we? Indeedly-doos. We could have had everyone with guaranteed crits here. Do I want to try and set that up? Well, no, it's not. She's not going to live all 3 of them. She's going to live, you know, win Diablo, and then she's going to die from one of the other Diablos. So I don't think it really matters here. Okay, so let's do that. Alright, and then we'll bring in Diablo 2 for the hero. Cool. Go ahead and use Hakuro again. And then alt boost, attack boost, crit and defense down. Alright. So I do want to see how much this one hit does right here. And then his ult, and then we'll follow up with everything else. So, 2,000. That's not great. 15,000. It's not great. Really, only 15,000, huh? Only 15,000. Legitimately half of what they're doing. He has the alt boost. He had the crit. He had the crit resistance down. He had his... Huh. Well, that's not very impressive. He's really banking on that magic attack, isn't he? That magic attack, that 25% magic attack must be calculated in an odd way that it really affects him in the stats department. Yeah, because I expected more out of that. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's see if I can think of something else, or maybe we'll just end it, so hold on. Alright, we got like half an hour of video now, so that's actually a lot more than I was going to do. Maybe I'll cut out one of the parts. But Diablo as a whole, on paper, is a pretty good unit. Like, if you look at just his skills by itself without taking into account the meta teams, the surrounding supporting cast, if you just look at him, he is a very good DPS unit. Attack boost, all gauge increase on every single one of his orbs, guaranteed crits, lowering defense. Like, that, you cannot ask for really much more in a single target DPS unit by himself. So, I mean, he is a fantastic unit. When you put him with the new win meta, when you give him Gabiru and you give him Geld's, like full giveaway, he looks really good. On other teams, he doesn't look quite as good. I really think that Gabiru 25% magic attack boost is a lot more than 25%, but I'll have to do some calculations, some extra testing in that, so that might be something else that we do. But overall, I'm not displeased with him. I didn't really even talk about his trait, did I? Where's his trait? Is it all the way down here? Wait, where is his trait? EX ability. They does not show his trait anymore. Hold on. Awaken trait increases his own secret skill gauge by 7% once per turn from the start of turn. So just like Light Xion. So we didn't really use that because we never really had him on the front line to begin with. But he is able to get his ult, right? Just as good as Xion is. So overall, I give him like an 8, like an 8, I think, 7.5, 8 around there. Much better than I thought he'd be, but he does, I think, need that supporting wind cast to really bring out his power, which isn't really a knock against him, right? He's still a good unit. He can still work. He just works best with his meta, which every unit does. So let me know what you guys think of this new Diablo. Did you pull him? Have you had a chance to use him? Are you impressed or disappointed? Let me know in the comments. But for now, take it easy, guys. And I'll see you later.